Hello, people. Welcome to today's Thav TV exclusive. On today's show, I'll be bringing you Nollywood veteran actor, producer, and director. She's been out of the country for a while, and she is staging a comeback. This and more we'll be discussing on today's Thav TV exclusive. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after this short break. I'm now on set with Tammy Clarizza Abusi. Welcome to Tap TV
Thank you
exclusive.
so much for having me here.
Okay, so I've been reading a little bit about you on
Really?
my own from the last time I met you
Okay.
at Presidential Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So please, can you tell us a little bit about your growing up?
Ha ha ha! That's a long time. How many decades here on Earth? Okay, that's a long time. Anyway, I was born in Ibadan.
Okay.
Ibadan, then Oyo State, still Oyo State. My parents happened to have been there at the time I was born, and so I have this Yoruba background.
Okay.
I speak Yoruba fluently, and yeah, my growing up was very wonderful.
Okay.
I look back to my childhood and then I'm excited because then I think I was amongst the privileged few.
Okay.
My dad had everything that, you know,
You use like
yeah,
if
that
typical parents will
exactly
have.
would have. So
Okay.
we got all the stewards, cooks, and all of that. But of course, as life went on, some of those things gave way, and then
Okay.
we had to face the reality of
Reality.
what life had to offer. So from Ibadan, I came back to Rivers State,
Okay.
where I attended Government Girls Secondary School, Harbour Road.
Okay.
And after Harbour Road, I the passion for acting just came over me, and I just knew I was born for the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So I headed straight for University of Port Harcourt, then Olarotimi, and
Okay.
I was actually the first batch of the Crabites, so to
Wow.
speak. That was in 1985, and it was wow. I walked into the crab, and Olarotimi took one look at me and he said, "What? This woman? Where are you coming from?" You know, and he immediately gave me a role to play in Hopes of the Living Dead, one of his
Oh,
plays.
okay.
And I got the lead role. And then, of course, we toured around 23 states of Nigeria at the
Wow.
time. And I had to stay back for 1 year to work with Uniport Crab.
Wow.
And while I was doing that, the late Ken Saruwa came to me and said he wanted me to come do a lead for him in one of his newest soaps.
Okay.
So I thought, yeah, I've had the experience for stage. Why don't I go into TV and see what TV had to offer?
Okay, so was that how you started working with Ken Sariwa for the
Yes.
Bassi and Company
Yes. So
productions?
we moved to Enugu. I left
Okay.
Uniport and then straight to Enugu. Independence Layout was where we had our camp. And then there was Bassi and Company. We're waiting for the soap to take off. But in the interim, I started working with Bassi and Company, helping them to produce the Bassi and Company, doing some roles in it. That was my first encounter with Nkemowo.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Nkemowo was just somebody that used to come to the studio at the time.
To work
He had
with
not
you
started
people.
acting at all,
Okay.
but he had the flair.
Okay.
Okay, and because we had the live audience there for the laugh.
Okay.
If you remember Bassi and Company.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was actually live.
That was live.
Wow.
That was live. So we usually have the live audience, and then when it gets to the point for the laughter, we'll cue and everybody will laugh.
Wow.
And then, yes, it was live. It was really good. So sometimes Nkemowo would help us with that.
Okay, so that set was like a sitcom.
Yes, you could call it that. It was actually being recorded at the ABS studio.
Okay.
That's the Anambra Broadcasting Studio at the time.
Okay.
Yes, that was where we had it shot. So it was built right there in the studio, you know, and then we were staying at the camp in Independence Layout. So it was good. It was good. We had all them dandy.
Wonderful experience.
Yes,
I must
wonderful
say.
experience. Wonderful
So
experience.
how did you now transcend or like to Checkmate?
Checkmate.
Yes.
Okay. So Maka used to come to the studio at the time, and one of the days she called me and she was like, "Oh, you're very good at what you do," because I was virtually doing. If the director was not around, I had to stand there.
Direct.
Yes. If the production manager wasn't there, I was standing. If the laugh person is not there, I stand in. So I was all over the place. Wow. So she was like, you do well at what you do. I have a script. Okay. Then she was a librarian. She didn't know anything about theater. Oh. Yes. So she said, look, I write. I love to write. Okay. I have a story. Can we produce this? I said, well, let's see what the script is like. And so she brought the script. We read it. And I said, why not? She said, okay, why don't we work together? Because you can't be doing this and be doing that. So I thought about it and I said, okay. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. So I left Bassey and Company, and then we did a collabo. We came up with a company called Moving Movies.
Yes, Moving Movies Productions.
Yes, and then we recorded the pilot episode. Okay. Her father had a big house in Enugu at the time, so we used the father's house actually to record the pilot episode. I acted Anne Hatrop. Okay. In the pilot episode. Okay, yeah. Because we needed the pilot episode to be able to get sponsorship. So we did that. And of course, scouting for artists, I didn't have to struggle so much because of my background of Uniport, Bob Manuel Ludoku, Bimbo Manuel, these were all people I had known. So I had to call them, something is up, come to Lagos and all of that. And that was how the ensemble actually started. So we took the pilot episode, moved to Lagos, and then we started looking for sponsors. As God will have it, Insight Communications at the time took it off us and then went into the market. Lever Brothers picked it up and gave us sponsorship.
Yes. You know, Checkmate was a hit.
Yes.
It was a big hit.
Yes.
So tell me, how were you people able to manage that production for 4 years?
Well, the first thing is that because I had studied about acting, I had a passion for it, and I knew what to do. You know, production is easy when you have professionals handle it. And we're not ready to cut corners at all. We're not ready to cut corners. But everything you see in Checkmate was actually happening in some place in Ikorodu. Wow. Yes. We rented a 4-bedroom house down in Ikorodu, got it furnished, and everything you see there, except the exteriors and maybe some very technical things, everything was shot there. Wow. Yeah.
So how were you able to manage this large cast? Because Checkmate for me was scattered, because you have different the campus, families. You have the family, you have the office scene. It was not like
it's as simple as having your production schedule. Yes. If you have your production schedule, you will not have any challenges with it at all. So you bring people in batches. You don't just bring everybody like what I see them do today. You just gather everybody. You're not ready for this person, and then the person is there, money is wasting, and all of that. You do your production schedule. Okay, you know who is on set at what time, and then you just make sure you follow it, except there's a technical hitch. Otherwise, if you do a proper schedule, you will not have any challenges.
Okay. So what would you say about the entertainment industry today from what you used to have in terms of professionalism?
Honestly, in terms of professionalism, a lot has happened. Okay, entertainment industry has gone way up there, but I still find a lot of mediocrity. Okay. I still find people cast people into roles they are not ready for, or they are not qualified for, or they cannot interpret. Yeah. When you do a script, today I don't see people take their time to do what they call character analysis. When you write a script, when you do a synopsis, you come up with your script, you must have a character analysis for every character. You don't just give me a script and say, I want you to play the woman that has 3 children. Who is this woman that has 3 children? What is her background? Where was she born? Where does she come from? What's her age? Yes, what's her age? What's her attitude? What are the things that inform the things that she does? That's character analysis. Yes. So you don't give to people these days. That's one major challenge, and that's why you see that a lot of things are just being done. And of course, like in every other industry, you find that they cut some corners.
Yes.
But in all, technically, of course, better cameras, better productions, and entertainment industry has gone very far.
Yes, that's the truth. We'll be going on a short break now. When we return, I will be asking her about the Nigerian Merit Award that she won. So I want to talk about the award you won in 1991.
TV Producer of the Year, Nigerian Media Merit Award for Checkmate.
Yes.
It was actually a surprise to me.
How did you feel?
How did I feel? I was not expecting it at the time because I was just busy doing what I know to do good. And then I think I still have that brochure at home somewhere. I still have it. And then the nominations came, and then boom, I was given the award. I was like, whoa.
It was a big one then.
It was a big one then.
So would you say it was financially rewarding?
Financial at that time?
Yes.
I can't remember any such. I can't remember. If at all, no. Very ridiculous.
Open doors.
Well, the award itself, yes, but not financially. Certificate, yes, I still have the certificate, but money wasn't attached.
Okay, so tell us why you left the country, because at a point you left the country.
Yes, I actually got to a point in Checkmate where I felt I needed to go acquire some more knowledge.
Okay.
That was what informed my leaving the we had run for like 3 years plus at the time.
Because people took a long break.
Yes, we took a long break. So I thought, okay, fine. Let me just step out and see, what I can add to the knowledge I have, and all of that. And boom, I went to London. I got to London. I got entangled in marriage issues and distraction. And that's it.
So now that you're back, how are you coming back into
I
the market?
actually came back a long time, but I didn't come back to the industry.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I actually went into network marketing.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot in network marketing. I've done, I wanted to do something else. Okay. But you see, because of who I am and what I love to do, I realized that my prowess in the acting world and all of that, I carried it into the network marketing industry. So I started doing talks, presentations, inspirational talks, motivations for people, company branding and all of that. That was all I was doing. And I did quite well. Did several trips abroad for free, because in network marketing, they give you your targets, you meet your targets, and then you get what the company says. They'll give to you brand new cars. I got 2 brand new cars for nothing and all of that. So
at the point, don't you think you were deviating from your first love?
Yes, I thought so too. And every time I met a colleague of mine, it was like, where are you? Everybody's like, come to Lagos, come to Lagos, come to Lagos. Nothing is happening where you are. And I kept telling them that, look, Port Harcourt has so much. I'm not going to leave Port Harcourt for Lagos, except I have a specific I'm going for. But I just want to pack my bags because Lagos, in quotes, is where it's happening. It's a no-no for me, and I know that in Port Harcourt here, there are people out there waiting, and we're ready to hit them.
So recently, you were on a stage play. So how were you contacted?
Well, I just got a message in December from Bimbo Manuel, happens to be a friend, and he said, what will you be doing between January, February? Will you be chance to do something? I said, well, it depends on what. Okay. And he said, coming up with a stage play. I said, where? He said, Port Harcourt, but rehearsals will be in Abuja, maybe Lagos, and then Port Harcourt. I said, okay, let's see what it's like. And then he sends me the script, and I'm like, oh God, stage. I've not been on stage for like close to 30 years. Going back to stage. I said, anyway. Also, Johnny did die now. This thing, if you did body, did body. So I took the scripts, I chewed on it, and that's what you see, Philomena. You watched it.
Yes. So didn't you have any struggles like taking, because the lines were not just easy lines.
They were not easy lines. But you see, that's again what I talk about internalization. If you understand the art, I was trained by a man who honestly knows what theater is all about. Late Olarotimi, I dove my heart for that man. You know, if you pass through Olarotimi, you will not struggle when it comes to acting. When you take your lines, okay, there's something we call internalization. You read those lines, understand the lines, know the mood of the line, get into the character of the line. And then by the time you're bringing it out again, it's like it's you. So honestly, I didn't struggle.
Okay.
I just read it over and over and over and over. I thought it was actually going to be a struggle for me, but it wasn't the kind of struggle that I thought it was. And so I'm ready for many, 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 many more stage plays.
Wow.
And TV perhaps.
Just sitting with you, I've learned so much. So I want you to tell us some of your projects you're working on right now.
Yes. Presently, I'm working on a pet project I call Bonnie Has Talent. It's called the Bohat Show. We actually have 7 categories we're looking at to expose to people. We're looking at dance, drama, we're looking at music, we're looking at DJ, which is disc jockey. We're looking at the cultural, we're looking at group performances, and then we're looking at the creative skills.
Okay, so do you have to be in Bonnie to be a part of it?
You have to be an indigene to be able to win any of the awards, either by birth or by marriage.
Okay.
Yes. So it's about Bonnie, putting Bonnie on the entertainment creative space.
Okay. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you so much.
It was a privilege having you on set of Thav TV.
Thank you. Looking forward to doing more things with you.
Yes, Ma. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, that will be all today on Thav TV exclusive. You can like, share, and drop a comment. Thanks for watching.